All right, YouTube, back again. 2 for 2 for today. Another upload. Going to be reacting to the greatest scoring season in NBA history. Now, from the thumbnail, it had four people there. It had Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Or was it Will Chamberlain? I think it was Will Chamberlain. Yeah, it was Will Chamberlain. So, had four people: Steph, Jordan, Kobe, and Will. So this, I don't know what this video is about. My first time reacting to it. Let's see what's going on. See what he's talking about. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. And yo, in the comment section, show me videos to react to so I can get my opinion on them. Alright, let's get it.
There have been a number of legendary offensive scoring seasons in NBA history. From Will Chamberlain's 50-point per game explosion in 1961-62 to Michael Jordan's 86-87 season when he dropped 37 a night. And most recently, we saw James Harden, who was no stranger to filling it up on the court.
He wasn't
too busy filling his mouth up with food off of it. And
he threw an OD straight at James Harden.
Off of it. And who could forget Steph Curry's unanimous league MVP season en route to leading the Warriors
I think it's better.
to
Steph
a
or Magic.
73-win campaign.
I think I did a Magic reaction.
Legendarily prolific scoring season
should I do a Steph reaction?
We've been witness to over the years. One stands above the rest as Kobe Bryant lit the NBA on fire during the 2005-2006 season, becoming just the fifth player at the time since 1946 to average 35 points per game for a full season, and the first in nearly 20 years since Jordan's 87-88 season. Kobe averaged 43 for an entire month, dropped 62 in 3/4 of a game, and poured in 81 points.
Come on, man. I gotta put some respect on my boy's name,
performance against the Toronto
People acting like they forgot.
But to gain a full perspective on the season, you have to understand how it all started. Bryant at the time was just 2 years removed from arguably the worst loss of his entire career, losing in 5 games to a heavily underdog Detroit Pistons in the NBA Finals. The loss ended the 8-year Kobe and Shaq era, in which they largely ruled the NBA, going to 4 finals in their last 5 seasons together and winning 3 consecutive championships. The marriage between the two alphas ended badly, with rampant speculation swirling around the media that Kobe demanded Shaq be moved or else he himself would leave LA that summer in free agency. It would take O'Neal years to get over the bad blood between the two.
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes.
The Lakers ultimately ended up moving.
Pause. What? I heard he said that, but yo, what made him say that? That wasn't the burn or dig he thought it was. That sounds crazy.
O'Neal to the Miami Heat for a package that ended up constituting one of the most laughable and embarrassing trades in NBA history. The Heat sent back Caron Butler, Lamar Odom, and Brian Grant. Throughout his career, Shaquille O'Neal went to 15 All-Star games and was named to 14 All-NBA teams.
Check out my Shaq reaction. I did a reaction on Shaq too. That's my guy. He beast.
Grant and Odom, meanwhile, combined to play 42 NBA seasons, making a total of 2 All-Star games while being selected to 0 All-NBA teams combined between the 3. Seems like a great package by the Lakers front office. LA also decided to part ways with Phil Jackson that summer, signing Rudy Tomjanovich to a 5-year deal worth $30 million.
He robbed the city of LA, yo. He robbed us. He robbed us. I'm not from LA, but I'm a Lakers fan. And he robbed the city of LA. His coaching, trash. His coaching
was the
bad.
worst season prime Kobe Bryant would ever have. Bryant would play in only 66 games of a possible 82 that season, and the Lakers would finish 34-48 on the year, missing the playoffs for the first time in Kobe's career. Heading into the 2005-2006 season, not much changed from a roster standpoint, as there were some holes in this roster.
It's garbage!
Aside from Bryant, The players to log at least 15 minutes per game for LA that year included Lamar Odom, Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, Chris Mim, Devin George, Luke Walton, Brian Cook, and Sasha Vujacic. You hear a lot of narratives about supporting casts for all-time great players and how many all-stars
Kwame
guys
Brown.
played with. That generally refers to players that made an all-star team in that particular season. Not only were there no all-stars in that season on this roster other than Bryant, these top 8 rotational players aside from Bryant combined to make exactly
0.0
total all-star appearances ever for their entire careers. How many 27-year-old all-time greats in their absolute primes in NBA history had to deal with this kind of a roster?
0.0.
Yeah, that's right. 0.
Unsurprisingly, the Lakers stunk that year aside from Bryant, as he outscored the second leading scorer on this team by over 20 points per game. The impact of Kobe Bryant's effect on that roster and just how damn good he was that season can be fully illustrated in his on-off metrics. This evaluates the Lakers with Bryant on the floor and with Bryant off the floor. With Kobe on the floor, the Lakers had a 111 O rating or offensive rating. Offensive rating measures the amount of points a team scores per 100 possessions. The best offensive team in the NBA that season was the Dallas Mavericks, who also posted a 111 O rating. With Kobe off the floor, the Lakers had a 92 O rating. The worst offense in the NBA that year was the Portland Trailblazers, who had a 101 offensive rating. So with Kobe on the floor, the Lakers were essentially the best offense in the NBA. With him off the floor, they scored 10 points per 100 possessions less than the worst team in the NBA.
With me, without me. With me, without me.
That's an on-off differential of 19 points per 100 possessions, more than Steph Curry's unanimous MVP season, much more, at over 5 points per 100 possessions, and a differential higher than any single season LeBron James has ever played. This resulted in a plethora of double and even triple teams on Bryant night in and night out, since illegal zoning rules were abolished in 2001, which made his scoring that much more difficult, something Jordan and Wilt never faced in their prolific scoring seasons. The Lakers were also just 17th
Don't shoot me. He said it.
three-point percentage.
He said it.
Meaning
Don't shoot me.
not much court
Don't kill the
spacing
messenger.
on this team, something Steph Curry and James Harden enjoyed ample amounts of in their best scoring years. But not only were the Lakers an average to poor shooting team, this was a different NBA altogether that lacked the spacing and freedom today's perimeter players enjoy. In fact, the Lakers shot just 1,583 three-pointers in the 2005-2006 season. Compare that to the Warriors, who shot 2,592 three-pointers the year Curry was
passing right there.
unanimous MVP and produced the greatest scoring
He's just a
season
good-ass team,
of his
too.
career. The final and potentially most important aspect of putting this season into context is the pace of play and rate of scoring during this season as compared to other all-time greats. When Chamberlain scored 50 points per game in the 1961-62 season, average nightly scoring that year was 119 per game, and an out-of-this-world 126 possession nightly NBA average. Comparing that to Kobe's season in 2005-2006, nightly scoring was only 97 per game on average, and there were just 90 possessions per game. Even taking Jordan's 86-87 season, for example, average nightly scoring was 110 points per game, and there were 101 possessions a night. Not only was Kobe's season drastically lower than any other of the all-time great scoring seasons we have seen in NBA history, but it was actually one of the slowest paced seasons ever, as it is the 4th lowest paced season in history, dating back to 1960. Despite all of this, Kobe was historically prolific this season, scoring 27 40-point games and accounting for nearly a quarter of the 108 40-point games league-wide that year. And of the 12 50-point games in the NBA that season, Kobe had 6 of them. The 81 points he scored on January 22nd, 2006 is still the second most ever, behind only Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game in 1962. And as for load management, yeah, he didn't really do that. Bryant played 80 games that season. And how did he manage to average 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists with such a dreadful lineup while taking only 2 games off all season? Well, he rested on defense. Because of course he didn't. Bryant was also selected first team All-NBA defense this season. And the Lakers made the playoffs in an absolutely stacked Western Conference. And for his efforts that season, Kobe won the league MVP. I mean, Kobe finished a narrow second in league MVP.
No,
they didn't.
Well, no, he didn't. Kobe finished a distant 4th in MVP voting that year, just above Chauncey Billups.
What?
And people wonder why and how Kobe ended his career with only 1 league MVP. Breaking news: the media hated him. It is fundamentally difficult to quantify or compare different players in different eras. However, by normalizing pace down to a per-possession basis, factoring in league-wide defensive trends, and evaluating the supporting cast, it's really not that hard at all to see how Kobe Bryant produced the best scoring season we have ever seen.
You know what's crazy? The 05-06 season, Kobe had a way higher PER rating than fucking Steve Nash and still lost. So that's going to show you. But here you go. Greatest scoring season in NBA history. I ain't say it. Just reacted to it. Don't be mad at me. But like, comment, and subscribe. I'm about to react to some more videos.